Each week I show you an artifact that I think is an important part of BC's history. And this week I've got a couple for you, and they're part of a very heavy story. These two shoes were loaned to me by the Vancouver Police Museum, and they were actually evidence from a double murder that took place in 1947, and which was actually recently solved after almost 70 years. 2 children lost their lives in Stanley Park, and the case became known as the Babes in the Woods. These shoes were found along with their skeletons and other pieces of evidence at the scene of their murder. They were discovered in the forest in Stanley Park by a groundskeeper doing brushwork in 1953. Their remains were covered with a woman's coat, and it was concluded at that time that they'd been bludgeoned by someone using a hatchet, which was found near their bodies. Initially, the medical examiner thought that they were a boy and a girl, which made it harder to solve because a DNA test in 1998 revealed that they were actually 2 boys. The case was finally solved in 2022. The police took DNA from the remains and uploaded it to a database. Then they used genetic genealogy to figure out who the victims' relatives were and ultimately who they were. They were 2 young boys, David and Derek Dalton, and they were 6 and 7 years old at the time of their deaths. They were half-brothers who attended Henry Hudson Elementary School in Vancouver in Kitsilano, and their family, who lived in poverty, never reported them missing. It's been assumed by some that their mother, a Russian immigrant named Eileen, was responsible for their deaths. She died in 1996 at the age of 78. You can find out more about them and their story at the Vancouver Police Museum, which was kind enough to loan me these artifacts for this segment. Rest in peace, David and Derek.